Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the party. Welcome to the Value Wrestling Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to this special Let's Talk About It. Let's not name it. Let's just shoot and go and ride out here. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, December the 15th, 2025. The year is quickly coming to a close. I promise you I can talk. And there's a lot of things to talk about. As we know, this past weekend, or this past Saturday, to make it simple, it all came to an end. The journey of John Cena, the last time was now. It's here. It's happened. It's come. And it's passed. And it's left a lot of people feeling a lot of different ways. John Cena losing his last match to Gunther, tapping out, as Gunther said he was going to make him do, tapping out with a half-hearted smile. And a lot of people are pissed. I mean, people are like, Triple H turning heel is best for business. I dislike the dude as a booker, but on screen he's a heel, people say. People are mad. People are feeling the way they do about what happened at Saturday night's main event with the John Cena match. And, the show overall was a decent show. There was good, there was bad. We can nitpick it. We can twist it. We can ride it. We can dissect it to every level. At the end of the day, it's done and gone. As far as the John Cena Gunther match, this last match, they had a great tournament. I think, bringing in Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler to return, and bringing in Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder to return was great. It gave it that nostalgia feel. It gave us moments. I think it made a lot of people want them to get into it. Unfortunately for me, I think the big part is Gunther was gone, and we brought Gunther back for this tournament without really feeling the pure strength of Gunther that Gunther used to be. Gunther wasn't this unstoppable force in his comeback, and I think that may have hurt this overall thing. The whole idea, and I think people feel different ways that Gunther shouldn't have been the guy, simply because Gunther just unfortunately let Gunther take some time off, and he hadn't came back in a dominant, like he's the unstoppable Gunther we've known. He beat Goldberg, but again, him beating Goldberg, I don't think really allotted to a whole lot of anything, because Goldberg wasn't built back to be the unstoppable force. And I have my own place for Goldberg because he's sitting up there, but and he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, even though they bail from Atlanta, Georgia. So I have my own feelings about Goldberg. Love or hate the guy, it is what it is. But when we get back to it, they didn't really build Goldberg to be this unstoppable force. Lose to Gunther. Gunther beat him. I don't think it did anything major legally, but it is what it is. And we knew Gunther was pretty much the chosen one, the one that was tapped to put John Cena out. And that's what he did. And he went in there and made John Cena submit, something John Cena hadn't done in 23 years. Did they tell the story properly? There's your debate. Did they tell a proper story? This is where maybe you can say Triple H or creative dropped the ball, maybe. We don't know the inside process of everything that affixed into there. I'm sure John Cena had a lot to say in how this match went, how this match is going to go. The idea that somebody told John Cena that he was going to tap out in this match is ridiculous. If John Cena didn't want to do that or didn't feel that was going to fit, it wouldn't have happened. And it's that simple. And the story was going to be John Cena going out in a losing effort. That's what it is. And the tap out, unexpected, but I think maybe it worked for the whole purpose that it's serving, because now we've made Gunther the diabolical heel again. Gunther tapped out John Cena. He gets to carry that the rest of his career. Whether you like it or don't like it as a fan, it's irregardless. Gunther gets to be known as the man who tapped out John Cena for the last time for now. We can never say never in the wrestling business. John Cena may come back for another match for whatever purpose. Anybody who was expecting The Rock to show up and to give John Cena one more match, you were kidding yourself. I think anybody who was wishing on a wishful dream that something was going to happen, that there was going to be one more match, you were disillusioned. You're a little delulu. You're disillusioned yourself. You got yourself to buying in that something else was there, something else was going to happen, and it wasn't. And I think that's a lot of what hurts the wrestling business is people expect that, oh, there's something else. There's something else. Is this a Triple H thing? Is this WWE with what they've done? I mean, with CM Punk and certain things, leaving us thinking, oh no, 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 yeah, no, or is it the whole purpose of what wrestling's about? Always leaving them wanting something more. If John Cena would have gone out with like a triumphant hero, everybody would have celebrated the cheers, the tears, everybody would have had it. But what would you had to come back for? Gunther going out as the diabolical heel who made John Cena tap out. The boos that got right down on Triple H. I think they all had it planned out to be that way. I think John Cena was smiling because he knew it was coming when he was tapping out. He saw it coming. Triple H was laughing when everybody was booing when he was hugging Cena. If this wasn't what they wanted, they probably wouldn't have gone this way, but they went the way they did, and it worked in a way that we have to take off our personal feelings, our own emotional attachments to John Cena, the idea, WWE, or whatever you want to say in the scenario, and take our personal feelings out of it and look at it through a plain view and say this was a match. Gunther got the win. He did something nobody had done in years to John Cena to make him tap out 20 plus years. And now Gunther gets to walk around as a diabolical heel who says, I tapped out the GOAT. I am the greatest. I am the one who deserves to be the world champion. I'm the one who deserves to be WWE champion. I am the man. So he's definitely moving forward, especially as we move into the Rumble. And we have so many possible scenarios of who is going to face who going into WrestleMania. We know Roman's there. Is Roman going to be the next person to join Steve Austin in winning 3 Royal Rumbles? Are we going to get Roman and Cody in one more final match at WrestleMania? Is this the story we're going for? Is Seth Rollins miraculously going to get cleared and heal and be able to wrestle by Rumble? Or is he going to make the WrestleMania? We don't know that. There's storylines there. Who's under the mask? There's a lot there. And now we have Gunther, who just tapped out John Cena. And he's got the greatest story. He gets to live that moniker. He gets to say, I retired Cena. Not only did I retire Cena, not only did I put him out the pasture, not only did I end the career of John Cena, I made him tap out on the way out. Whether you like it or not, whether you felt this was the way it should go, it is the story that was told. And it works. And if you're hating on it, if you're hating on Triple H for bad booking, then you're overthinking it. And you, even if you're an insider and you feel whatever way you do, it's it is what it is. John Cena did the time-honored tradition. He gave, he went out. Now, a lot of people are going to say not everybody who retires goes out on their back. Not everybody who retires loses the match. Okay, Sting in AEW. Cool. AEW doesn't really follow tradition into some standards and situations. And if we go back and talk about the story there, I think it was Sting who wanted to lose. It was Tony Khan who didn't want that to happen. And that's a whole other story for another time in a different company in a different place. That is not necessarily based in the traditions of professional wrestling. I think this is part of what hurts AEW. AEW has wrestlers, they wrestle, they do their thing. They have a lot of great talent there. They're about a spectacle of a show. They are your Cirque du Soleil and not your general soap opera of professional wrestling, which many of us in the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s fell in love with. That there was a story, there was a reason. The whole opera, the whole grand show, the whole production was much more than fancy moves, flippity doos, and flippity floppities, as we say here. And AEW is purely about the wrestling format, which is a style that has worked more heavily in Japan than in the United States. People want to watch two people fight, but a lot of people rather have some reason about why are they fighting, why are they here, and what is the purpose of all of this, than to see two men put on a show of great skill and great talent. There's no doubt AEW puts on a great show of talent. These guys get in the ring and do these incredible moves and put their bodies on the line and even their lives in some situations to do these incredible stunts. But it's a glorified stuntman show in a more of a sense than a glorified daytime soap opera like WWE. And people can love and people can hate what they like and what they don't like, and love what they love and hate what they hate. I mean, it really is that simple. Everything has a different place for people, and some people love what AEW does, and AEW does their thing. Is it successful? It's still hard to say. Is the AEW style successful here in the US? Um, some people are going to say no. Some people say, well, they're there. They're hanging in there. They're doing their thing. But when you have a lot of money that backs you up, it's kind of easier to hang in there than not. Would Tony Khan be as successful if he didn't have the money that was backing him? Would AEW still be around if it didn't have the money that was backing it? That is a hard question to ask. We don't know. We don't live in that timeline. We don't live in that multiverse to really look at it through those glasses. So we have to accept AEW as it stands. Now WWE it's a great soap opera, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. And if you don't like it, well, I mean, I'm sorry. You have the right to feel the way you do. You have the right to your opinion. But to realize that giving the fans what they want isn't always about giving them what they want right now. There's bigger stories to tell. If John Cena would have beat Gunther, what do you do with Gunther next? What does Gunther have to do? Where do you take Gunther? Then everybody would complain that Gunther got buried by John Cena on the way out. You can't win for losing, and I think that's where Triple H is going, and Triple H is trying to tell the best stories, whether we understand them all along the way or not. But we have to stay in and stay tuned to follow it. Now, WWE is doing a lot of other things that we may or may not like. Ticket prices are incredibly high. Business is really good, though. They have us making us watch on multi different platforms and streaming services just to watch wrestling, and that can be tedious, cost some money, and it is what it is. We're in a new era. It is a time of change, and whether we like it or we don't, sometimes we have to accept what is the way of things. But at the end of the day, John Cena tapped out. He tapped out with a smile on his face. The burden's off his shoulder. He's moving on. You got your moment. John Cena got to say his goodbyes, got to go out the way he wanted it all to be. Whether we like the ending or not, it is what it is. I mean, if you're really stuck on it and you're really that upset, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you need to take a break and go outside and touch some grass. Because it is a story. And that is the story that was told. And Gunther got the win, and Gunther tapped out John Cena, and Gunther gets to live with that moniker for the rest of his career. Until John Cena makes a return. I mean, this is wrestling. Everybody seems to come back at some point. Even Shawn Michaels, in some reluctancy, came back. So, do we hold our breath? No. Is John Cena done? Yeah. Will he come back? Possibly. When the time is right, the place is right, the moment's right, and everything, and the stars aligned. Even Stone Cold came back for a match. So, we really can't say that John Cena's gone forever, but for now, Gunther gets to live with the moniker. John Cena gets to live, or not Gunther gets to live with the moniker. Gunther gets to live with the saying that he retired John Cena. Not only did he retire John Cena, he made John Cena tap out. And that's what it is. And now we have to see what's to come next. And a big part of that will be tonight on Monday Night Raw, I'm sure, as we move forward. But if you're really that upset about it, I don't know. You got to let it go. It's really not that serious. We're getting all upset. John Cena did what needed to be done. Gunther got his moment. Gunther is part of the most hated people now because he tapped out John Cena in the way he did, and people are pissed. And I think WWE did exactly what they wanted to do. They elicited an emotion from everybody, whether they liked it, they hated it, they cried, whatever it is. They affected your life. They made you feel something to such a level that people are out here talking about it. And that's what's best for business, is if you can get people talking about it, then you're successful. I mean, WWE got everybody talking about it, and that's where we are. And you don't have to like it, but it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I did get this in the mail today. I'm so excited. So I got a set of 5 of these, but we have the Zack Ryder card. There you go. This was right after, as soon as he had his match and they started selling his stuff. Yeah, I had to buy these. I know I'm touching them. I shouldn't be touching them, but we'll put them back away here. But yeah, I had to pick those up as soon as they came out. I got 5 of those. Maybe I'll have to give one away. If you want a Zack Ryder card, I got some. We're going to put these over here on the shelf with all the other collectible gear. I also got a Zack Ryder shirt. It's just not here yet, so hopefully when I get here. But yeah, the Zack Ryder cards, they came in finally. That's awesome. That's really cool. It was great to see Zack Ryder back in this tournament. The story is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You either like it or you don't. What can I tell you? But they got you to feel. They got you to react. They've got people talking about it. They got me talking about it. They got me taking time out of my day to come right here and talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. So they did their job. Whether you like that idea or the way they did it, it is a fact that they did their job. And we're all here talking about it. We're all here discussing it. We're all wanting to know what somebody has to say about the situation. It's on everybody's mind. Everybody's talking about how, this and that. But it's time to move on, and we will, because tonight's Monday Night Raw, and we're going to have to sit down and talk about it. So, with that being said, I'm the Big Time BT Baldwin. This is the Value Wrestling Podcast. I appreciate you for joining me. Make sure you share, like, follow, subscribe, do all those wonderful things. Let's get this out here in the universe, and let's talk more. We'll see what happens on Raw tonight. Is there going to be more details, more information? You never know. But, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I'm going to get out of here. We'll see you on the next.